Nothing about football this week. It's all about boxing. Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury. The rematch is on this weekend. The first fight between the pair in December 2018 was an unbelievable fight, really dramatic. 12th round was one for the ages for sure. And I think this one is going to be a cracker as well. I can't wait. I love my boxing. I kind of prefer to watch boxing than football quite a lot of the time these days. I just find it more entertaining. And yeah, I can be a fan and lose myself in it a little bit more. So never laced them up myself. Not even really done any sort of proper training and disciplined training in a gym before. So I'm a proper fan, a casual. But these are my thoughts, I guess, on the prospects for this fight that's coming up on Saturday night or Sunday morning. Fury definitely won the first fight. I think that's pretty clear to most people, even though it was called a draw. Deontay Wilder, as long as he's standing, is a threat because he carries so much power with his right hand. Probably the most devastating right hand in heavyweight boxing history. And always a danger. Most people would say that the likely outcomes for this fight are either a Deontay Wilder knockout or Tyson Fury to win on points. But I don't necessarily subscribe to either of those. I think Tyson Fury is going to be fitter, stronger, better conditioned, more dynamic, have more capability to hurt Deontay Wilder, even if it's more through an accumulation of punches and an output of punches rather than the one-shot finish, which Wilder's so famous for. Tyson Fury doesn't hit hard enough, I don't think, to knock out Deontay Wilder. Certainly not in a couple of rounds, as he's saying he will do. I think that's just mind games, to be honest. But I do think he has the potential capability to stop Wilder within the distance. Wilder's right hand, if he's gonna win the fight, I was kind of sending him out there, I'd probably be saying go stick it on Tyson Fury in that first round. Literally the first 2 or 3 minutes, go out there and stick one on his cold chin before he's got acclimatised to the conditions, before he's settled into the fight, into the rhythm, before he's felt a couple around the whiskers. See if you can catch him cold, because with that right hand, you catch someone cold, even one who rides punches and rolls with the punches as well as Fury does, and it's good night. If he doesn't nail him early doors, I think he's in for a very long night, because I think Tyson Fury will outbox him. I think it's pretty clear he's going to outbox him, but I think he won't just outbox him. I think he'll grind him down and potentially work his way into a position to stop him. Fury will be fitter, stronger. As I say, I think he'll have a bigger punch output. I think he'll be carrying a little bit more pop as well, and whilst he won't necessarily have, I don't think, the shots to stop Wilder with one punch, I think what he can do is put a series of dents in him, which gradually wears him down and gets him to a point where he can stop him. Wilder's feet are terrible, and that's probably the big difference between the two fighters. Fury is light on his feet for such a big guy. His movement, his feints, his ring generalship, his ability as a boxer, with the exception of not necessarily having a one-punch finish, he's got everything. And I think Wilder plants his feet, struggles to put combinations together. He hasn't got a bad jab actually, but he never uses it to set anything up, because he never throws punches in twos and threes. It's always generally just that windmill with the right hand, which can be thrown quick enough and hard enough and loopy enough to see opponents off. But I think Tyson Fury's too cute for that. So I think Wilder will potentially go in there and try and throw some heavy leather early doors, because I don't think he wants to be leaving it to rounds 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, given that he's up against a better conditioned Fury, and he really struggled to get to him last time. I think he'll have a go early doors. If he does and he's not successful, I think he'll gas. He's got that type of muscular makeup, that real ripped kind of physique, that means that he's explosive in terms of his power, but he's also liable to gas at some stage. And when he does gas, I think Tyson Fury has the shots, has the ring ring generalship and capability to make him pay and get himself into a position of superiority that I don't think Wilder can come back from. When Wilder wants to let go every now and then, I think Fury's smart enough to not only roll with the punches, he'll throw punches off the back foot as he generally tends to do, Fury, and that means that he's not necessarily got his chin over his front foot and his shoulder over his front foot thrown with all his weight. It means that if Wilder does land, it's not necessarily going to have the impact that sometimes Wilder has on his opponents, and generally he'll slip and slide and do what he does best. He's such a durable fighter anyway. Even if he does get tagged badly, he's got the capability to get back up and to gather his senses and get back on the front foot quickly. I just can't see a way that Wilder's going to beat Fury if it goes past the first couple of rounds. So my prediction is that he'll stop him. Fury will stop Wilder in about 11. I think he'll gradually wear him down, fighting at range and also up close, leaning on him, tiring him out. And an accumulation of punches will gradually do for Deontay Wilder. I think he'll get stopped on his feet. So that is my prediction for the fight. I'd be interested to hear what everyone else says. I think Tyson Fury is an absolute superstar in and out of the ring. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, it might not be the crossover fans' cup of tea because he doesn't have that one-punch knockout power. But he is a special talent, and I think Bob Arum says that there's something magical about Tyson Fury, and I couldn't agree more. I can't wait to see him in action. I really hope he wins. We want to back our boys, back the Brits, and he's got my full support. I'm going to be sat with a beer in my hand on this sofa, 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, cheering him on. So yeah, let me know what your predictions are in the comments and social media, and I hope you all enjoy it wherever you watch it.